We have a whole consumerism work group that leaders across the system are part of, and both the CIO and myself are involved in that. We have a tremendously strong foundations group, and we are constantly applying for grants. And we've done a couple that recently that really focus on the use of technology, improving access to care, improving health outcomes, and improving health equity. And we certainly have a lot of those issues in Southern Illinois. We suffer from the last mile issue. So, for example, when we think of our telehealth strategy or some of our other digital apps or our remote patient monitoring, we look at 3G and 4G experiences. So we've got remote patient monitoring going with our CHF populations. We're looking to span that. I brought to SIH the opportunity to use Xealth, Xealth, which is a product that I helped scale when I was at Providence, and it was actually born at Providence in their innovation. And this is a way to marry digital assets and the core electronic health record system. So essentially, you can create a digital activity tab that allows you to prescribe a digital asset like maternity app or a behavioral health app or a diabetic education app, or even order an Uber or something off of Amazon. And it keeps that right in the doctor or the caregiver's workflow rather than having to go to yet another tech tool to sort of engage the patients. And I was really excited about that when I was at Providence. And I think that's a great sort of foundation that allows us to scale more easily other digital assets as we bring them
Yeah,
on
and do
board.
you have a process for bringing those digital assets on, like a framework for evaluating and bringing those assets on?
We're getting there. Governance and steering is hugely important. And so we're looking at some of our current digital assets and trying to pull them back in and rearranging things. So, yeah, ultimately, the value of that is it allows you to sort of create a compendium of this is the tool that we use for
Yeah.
diabetic education at SIH or et cetera. And so the opportunities are legion. There's huge amount. Of course, demonstrating ROI for these assets, it's difficult. And folks that have been using some of these alternative ways to engage patients and improving patient experience, how to tie that back to real dollars. I think everyone is still fundamentally trying to connect that and say, yeah, this was right. But you can't afford not to go there. Patients expect it. It's a cool way to deliver things. And, the payment mechanisms need to shift. And so it's a pea soup and everything's trying to settle out. And you got to advocate for where you see the world going and saying, yeah, this may not be profitable right now, but it is the right thing to do. And if you wait until it is profitable, you're way behind.